So yeah, basically, we had like a week of school left, right? And then we got out like next week, like that week after, which was next week. We had like 3 more days, so we got out on like a Wednesday. But like the last 3 days, all we did was testing. It was just pure testing. Like I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take my test, and then I'm dipping. I did tell my teachers like goodbye and stuff, especially my history teacher. I'm not gonna lie, ninth period, that was my favorite class because it was history. I was looked forward to that class every time I was tired, cause y'all, I shit you not, I took a nap so many times in that class. I that was like the main class that I would take a nap in. It was either that, third period, or sixth period, which it was history, physics, and literature. We have like what 5 weeks left of summer break, and I'm literally trying to cramp every like I want to do a lot of things. Like I'm trying to do everything that I can before like we get off of spring break, because as soon as I get off, I'm telling you, as soon as I get off of spring break and we get back to school, ooh, it's gonna be so stressful. Like I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's gonna happen, like a lot. For instance, I what's it called? I am going to take driver's ed, but the counselor, what she told me is if they don't have any spots available for like I don't know one of like any other period than first period, is like the main class, like the main period that is gonna like the main period that's gonna be filled with people. I'd have no first period. I only had what like second through ninth period, which was like eight periods in total. So we start trials like this week, like because the reason why is because usually like the season it starts when school starts, and so tomorrow is like the first week because today's Sunday, so tomorrow's Monday and shit like that, and so it's like the first week of tryouts. This thing is kind of distracting. So I gotta wear my uniform and whatnot, and do my fucking hair. Kind of stressful because all the shit that's gonna go down, all the tests, well, the pre-tests, the quizzes, the PSATs. And since I'm going to college, guys, I really, really I have to at least do good on the PSATs. Well, like, not, I don't know when you're supposed to, I know it's supposed to be, like, a junior or senior year, well, both years, that you actually take the SATs and you gotta, basically the PSATs are, obviously for practice. Literally, I know I'm gonna be so busy this year. Like, literally. I'm not gonna have time to watch TV, play video games, etc., etc. And then so it's just damn. So I'm just I'm trying to watch as much TV as I can. Well, I mean, obviously I could watch TV, but rarely. I mean, yeah, during dinner or whatnot, or I don't know. I need to, take some deep breaths. And I'm trying to learn to, whenever I end up stressing, because I'm telling you, I fucking stress a lot. I stress a lot. I always get that gut feeling. I have feelings in my stomach. When I go to bed, every time, I would have this feeling in my stomach, and I just felt like shit. Oh my god. I gotta do, basically, I think about shit that I'm gonna do the next day. If I didn't do it today, I'm gonna be like, okay, I gotta do this tomorrow, then I gotta do this. And then if I don't do it, then it never happens. And then and usually when I fucking say that shit, it never happens. So it's just what the hell? So, I'm trying to, turn that around, not make it into a habit, turn it into something good, go backwards, opposite. Yeah, we actually end up doing it, right? Not only that, but I'm actually going to start risking, obviously I'm gonna, cause what the fuck? For lunch, whenever there's lunch, I'm if I need it, or if there's an upcoming test and the shit that I'm learning in class, I don't get it, I'm gonna do tutoring, cause you guys literally want straight A's. And you know what? And you want to know one thing? If I get straight A's, I can get $100. $100. I'm like, but that's like a little motivation. And not only do I get $100, but there's future like things that come, good with it, Because if I get good grades, then you already know. I'm not ready for school. Okay, it's time for bed. I'm gonna go to sleep now. I'm gonna get back to y'all in the morning. OMG. I swear to God, I could not sleep last night, guys. It was stressful. But yeah, guys. I don't like him. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I had so much trouble sleeping. I didn't go to bed till like 5 in the morning, and I couldn't sleep. So I'm just like, but look good. I don't even know. It don't move. It do move. Never mind. It do move. Need some extra gel on that bitch. Y'all, this bun is made. The back of it looking stupid. Oh my god, y'all, I got some fucking tea. Guess who fucking, oh my god, okay, so, I don't know if I told y'all, yeah, probably in, like, my last video, like, for the last day of school. So, yeah, basically, how I was talking about that, my boo thing or whatnot, that bitch is gone. How it all happened, like, a long story. It's not really that much of a long story, but yeah. So, Nationals comes around. We stay in Florida for, like, a week, right? I come to find out that, because there's this girl on my team. She's a fucking, what, like a senior? That bitch, she long gone. Good. That bitch used to talk so much shit about me. She cannot talk shit. Like, be so for real, honey boo boo. If you want to come after me, you better restate your facts, bitch. Because look at you. Look at yourself. I've heard a lot of shit about that hoe. And I know damn well she cannot be talking shit about me. Because, guess what? So, basically, yeah. So, long story short, I ended up blocking him on everything. I had two of these teammates. They was very what's it called? Very curious to know what would go down. But the thing is, I mean, I don't really blame them cause y'all, I shit you not, I knew this guy was a hoe because when we were friends, like he used to say some freaky ass shit about other bitches. I'm just like, he talking about how he gave back shots to somebody. Fucking, he's like, back shots are so good. I'm like, I was embarrassed of him. I'm not gonna lie. He even took me out on a date and everything. And he wrote me a Valentine's note. I'm like, I went through all that chaos for what? Like, it's not even worth it. That bitch is ugly. You know what? I should never said that. I'm sorry. Excuse my manners. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, he is kind of ugly, but that is no excuse to shit on a human. Well, I'm not shitting on him, but like, I'm not, at the same time, he's low-key a dick. He was low-key a dick. Right after we stopped talking, like when we became friends, he started acting like a hoe again. I'm like, this is exactly why, like, I did not want to become friends with that hoe. Because first of all, the way he acts, his ego is too big. This motherfucker think he get all the bitches. Talking about some, whenever I overthink, I think about who I am. The way he said it, I'm like, alright, buddy, whatever you say. I mean, obviously, he finna act like that. Like, he's a fucking football player. You know how them athletes be acting? You know? Every athlete acts different in their own way. I didn't even know he was fucking with that bitch until, like, one of my teammates, they told me about it. Because they was like, like, during practice. Because my teammate, he's also on the fucking volleyball team, right? So he's always, always with them. We're gonna call him Bob. So Bob, he's on the volleyball team as well. Because he's, yeah, like I said, he's very athletic. And then he's also a football player. And then my teammate, he told me, he's like, oh, I saw him getting touchy with the volleyball manager and whatnot. And he's like, I remember, like, I was recording them, and they were doing something. I don't know what he said. I don't know. Well, I know what he said, but I don't know how to describe it. Like, I don't remember. He was talking about how, like, fucking, oh yeah, don't judge me, guys. I fucking pat this shit with my finger. I don't know. He was like, oh, they was doing their own thing and whatnot, and then when he saw me recording, he said, what he say? He was like, stop, you're cock blocking. He's like, stop, you're cock blocking me. Obviously, I knew that shit. Like, come on, be so for real. Like, look at him. I'm telling you guys, I'm telling y'all, men ain't shit, especially this generation. Men in general, to be honest. There's like a rare amount of like good guys nowadays. But then again, those motherfuckers can be hoes too. So it's just like, I mean, everybody can be a hoe, but it's mainly boys. Like, when my parents be telling me, what everybody be saying, you don't need to be dating in high school. What I'm trying to say is, like, people, usually they focus on, like, being in a relationship, you know? And it's, to be honest, life is not all about, you know, finding relationships and whatnot, you know? Because, I'm not gonna lie, being in a relationship, it's too much work. There's a lot of commitment, regardless. Like, you gotta love someone, well, it's not too much work, because unless if you know, you really have a connection with somebody, but, like, you have to, I'm not gonna lie, in order for me to, like, end up dating somebody, we would have to, like, be friends with each other for, like, a long time. And I would have to really, like, be proven that, you know, this person, like, I would have to prove myself, you know, and let myself trust and be like, hey, this guy actually might be the one, because, you know, he hasn't had no chicks in a while, or, you know, if he does, but he gets played, and he's a date to marry. And I think the only way you would ever find, like, a permanent boyfriend or, like, a future husband is if they're a date to marry person. Like, a date to marry type of person. And trust me, there is rarely any of those. Well, where I live, I'm not gonna lie, I'm throwing that away. When I go back, I'm gonna buy more eyeliner. I think my mom's awake. I rarely do. Like, I don't even know if, like, that's, like, the right way to put on fucking, like, fucking, what's it called? Yo, this palette is so beautiful. I feel like a fucking makeup YouTuber right now. I don't know. I've never done this shit before. You know, it's a new experience. This girl. I feel like I'm being suffocated. This shit, I think I gained weight. Cause bitch, the last time I wore this shit, ugh. Nope.
It's 8:18 a.m.
Damn, it's early as fuck, boy. I don't even know if it matters if I clean the fucking belt, cause that shit. So basically, yeah, this is the fucking fit. So basically, he commented, right? He's like, love that you're still thinking about me, right? And then I'm like, bitch, get the fuck out, humble yourself. The only thing I've ever regretted in my life was meeting your hoe. Rarely, but you love to stalk me, hoe. What would your girlfriend think about that? Y'all, I was like, it definitely don't say I care about you, goofy ass bitch, because my friend was like, nobody even worry about you, trust. And he's like, not what the TikTok says. All I said was, like, literally all I posted was, to be honest, I regret not listening to them when listening to them, aka as in I was referring to, like, my teammates when they told me to drop him. So I put TBH, I regret not listening to them when they told me to drop the MF. Yeah, boy. Yeah, guys. This is the official fucking, you know, I got my medals. I have 3, but, like, one of them broke, so I gotta fix that. I have 3 rows of ribbons, but I only have 2 3-bars, because I have 11 ribbons in total, but I don't really have enough bars for that, you know? The pimples are popping out. put that bitch on. Oh my god. These shoes give me flashbacks. Yeah, boy. I'm ready to go.